dead with infrared. Life I live led me to believe that I'm better off dead, but instead I'm caught up in like catching hard time and pain. Try to stay sane but too deranged to maintain a stable mental frame. No need to explain, my mind's corrupt. Used to say I won't self-destruct, very dysfunctional, and plus I had enough of being stuck in this realm between heaven and hell, trying to excel. Fed up cause the way the system's set up, I'm destined to fail. Though I walk through these valleys in the shadow of death, I have no fear. But these demons on my shoulders are constantly whispering in my ear, telling me to make a decision that's forbidden and give in to the unforgiven. Straddling the fence is how I'm living, try to calm down, profound. What gets me every time, something always weighing me down. Heavy on my mind, so I get down on my knees and pray I see another day. Lost up in this world of mind games we play, that I heard them say. Pray, make it a habit, work hard, rest on the Sabbath. Thank God for all his blessings. Go to church and learn his lessons. Give up on worldly possessions, repent from sins and confess it. Praise his name and feel his presence. This life, not just suggestions, is the essence of Christ. This life that's more abundant, whether confronted by Satan or overcoming temptation. If your essence of life is Christ, you'll overcome any situation you're facing through these trials and tribulations. But I'm still on my knees cause I feel the enemy is still in me. Some of you ain't feeling me, but spiritually it's killing me. Sometimes I seriously feel I'm beyond the ability to really be free from all this pain and captivity, cause really I see a way out. I find myself struggling time after time, day in and day out. I know if I give it all to God, I find a sense of relief. But instead I chose to do for self and found myself on the streets. The days were long and hard cause I had nowhere to go. It was even harder to sleep because the nights were so cold. Trying to find a safe spot on some hard concrete, and there I would lay in my self-made hellish display. But still I pray, gazing up at the stars while I was praying to God. Lean on my own understanding and my whole life fell apart. At the time I couldn't find tears to cry, asked the Lord why, and I heard a voice come from the sky and it replied, pray, make it a habit, work hard, rest on the Sabbath. Thank God for all his blessings. Go to church and learn his lessons. Give up on worldly possessions, repent from sins and confess it. Praise the name and feel his presence. This life not just suggestions, is the essence of Christ. This life that's more abundant, whether confronted by Satan or overcoming temptation. If your essence of life is Christ, you'll overcome any situation you're facing through these trials and tribulations. It's hard to live in poverty, but I know if I was hardly living ungodly, then it probably wouldn't bother me. When I was living like I ought to be, I felt an excitement always rising inside of me like I just won the lottery. But when I kept falling and sliding back, it's like Satan was just waiting for an invitation to launch an attack. So I kept suffering from the faith I lacked, instead of accepting God's salvation and keep waiting cause he's coming back to rescue me from all that threatens me and stresses me. So he'll keep blessing me as long as I keep doing what's best for me, especially when he guarantees to set me free from harm and with open arms accepts me to heaven's ecstasy. Only if this world knew about God's perfect peace and abundance of joy to watch it all pours from heaven like waterfalls. If you think about it, local churches will be so crowded that pastors that get cited for breaking fire laws just for altar calls. Make it a habit, work hard, rest on the Sabbath. Thank God for all his blessings. Go to church and learn his lessons. Give up on worldly possessions, repent from sins and confess it. Praise his name and feel his presence. This life not just suggestions, is the essence of Christ. This life that's more abundant, whether confronted by Satan or overcoming temptation. If your essence of life is Christ, you'll overcome any situation you're facing through these trials and tribulations. The essence of Christ is life.